Everybody, Jim from Jim's Holiest of Coleus. Okay, so I was going to do another short on this, but I figured, you know what, this is a really nice greenhouse, indoor greenhouse, and it deserves a little bit more than a minute. Shorts are great. I enjoy doing them, but for something like this, anyway, the first short, if you haven't seen it, head over, check out my shorts. I bought a new indoor greenhouse. The one I had still works. It's 10 years old. It's not the heaviest duty shelving, and I tend to put a lot of stuff on it. This is a higher quality wire shelf. I was pretty familiar with these, so I figured it's time, and I'm actually going to give the old indoor greenhouse to a friend, neighbor of mine that grows a lot of vegetables. So anyway, let me show you the initial video, the initial short. I put a couple of links to some local, like Lowe's or Home Depot, that have similar shelving, indoor greenhouses like the original one I had, which are fine. I've gotten 10 years of service out of it, but this is a lot heavier duty. I got this at Amazon, on Amazon. I'll show you, actually, this is the actual greenhouse itself. It's a little more money than these. The original one was around 70 bucks. These are much heavier duty. So, all right, so let's get to it. I put it together. It took me about 4 hours. But I did take my time, and I was pretty careful. Make sure I didn't, because there was some wiring involved, and it wasn't really difficult. You just have to pay attention to the instructions and just wire things. And rather than not have it look messy, I wanted to make sure it's nice because I'm going to use this a lot. So, all right, so let's go check it out. I'll show you. And if you're really interested in getting one, welcome to it. It's a great thing to have. If you're starting coleus, vegetables, not just coleus, but vegetables, any kind of plants, these are really fabulous, and they're very safe. LED full spectrum grow light built in, no heat, uses very little electricity, very, very safe with the timer and so forth. So a really great product. So, okay, enough yap, enough chatter. Let's go and take a look. Okay, so again, this is the old one. It's not bad for the money. It's served its purpose. It's made plenty money for me. That's not my motivation, but it's definitely served its thing. It is zippers ripped and so forth. And again, I'm going to give this to a neighbor. And there's a grow light that I usually hang from my dining room ceiling. A little unsightly. I wanted to get rid of that. But these are very safe. Anyway, they're not the heaviest duty. They're easy to put together, as you can see here. The racks kind of just lay on top of here, so they're not really heavy duty. But then again, it is what it is. I hate that expression, but for what I've used over the years, the 10 years, it's not falling apart. It's just time. I wanted to get one with some built-in grow lights and something a little heavier duty. So, but my neighbor's gonna get this, and it's perfect for her. She grows a lot of tomatoes and so forth. It's gonna be perfect. So, all right, so let's go take a look at the new one. Okay, so they give you plenty of equipment, a little hammer, tape, any kind of repair tape if you need it, zip ties, a screwdriver, which I didn't really need. These little Velcro ties. Instructions were pretty easy. Actually, the instructions were really good. I had an advantage I'm going to show you in a minute, but pretty good instructions. Sagnymph, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, on Amazon. Again, I did not really terribly expensive as far as greenhouses go. For an indoor greenhouse, it's probably on the higher side. This is a nice, pretty compact greenhouse. Okay, so it took me all day, 4 hours, I guess. That's not all day really, but I took my time with it. Again, I'll try to get to a video this weekend, perhaps, on my coleus, my cuttings. There's my overwintered Wizard Rose, a couple of them, and the Darth Vader is over here, and I'm growing a couple of jalapeno peppers. So anyway, here's the new indoor greenhouse. And again, it's not bad. It's actually, I had an advantage because I built, these are the same type of shelving as what I have in my main greenhouse outside. And I do bring some of those racks in. If you're following along, you know, once I get my germinations transferred to nursery pots, I have my racks indoors for about a month before everything goes outside. But anyway, I had the advantage, so I knew how to put this together already, but it's still pretty simple. The directions were really, really good. Again, got some wiring. I'm going to turn this on in a minute, but each rack has a grow light, LED, full spectrum, safe, very inexpensive, energy-wise, energy efficient, and no heat, no fire hazards. So you can place it in your house, put it on for 15 hours and not have to worry about fires or anything. Zipper comes with a little humidifier and temperature gauge, also with the time. I have to reset that. Obviously, it's not 2 o'clock in the afternoon anymore. But not bad. It's not bad. This one is the 5-shelf, and this is considered a mini indoor greenhouse, but this is really all I need because I could fit plenty of the Jiffy pods because I use the Jiffy pods. So, and again, this rack is pretty heavy duty, so I may be able to get away with putting a lot of the nursery pots in here as well. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, the wiring, pretty straightforward, very easy directions and zip ties and so forth. So I just took my time with it to make sure everything was looking very neat. It comes with these nice shelf covers, which is great for the pots because otherwise everything would fall over. I got those for my outdoor greenhouse too, so these are really, really handy. Pretty good value, I think, for the money. All of the instructions, the equipment, the tools, everything was present. I wasn't short anything, so I'm really happy with it. Anyway, I went ahead and actually moved, and instead of having to pick the little remote off the floor, I kind of zip tied it to the side here. Let's turn it on. Whoop. There we go. So you can see it's pretty well lit, and these are full spectrum grow lights, and I think these should do quite well for the germinations. And it has different timers, 5, 9, I think 6, 9, and 12 hours, which I use. I always use the timer. So it's not bad. They actually have smaller ones. They have a 4-shelf, and they have one that's a little wider. And I went with this one. I believe this will be more than enough for what I use over the years. And for this particular spot, I could have went with the larger one. Again, this is more than enough for me. We'll just see how. And this plastic seems comparable to the other one I had. You know, the usual stuff is the zippers. This here, when you roll this up, very important for the humidity. But with the Jiffy domes, I use the Jiffy trays. The dome pretty much does the job that this does, but this also, if it's during a very cold winter, this keeps everything nice and extra cozy and warm. And also I have my baseboard heat here, which is why I have such great success with my germinations. And again, I have plenty of videos on the use of heat mats and so forth, but I have a lot of luck in this particular area. And it's adjacent to my southeast facing bay window, so it gets plenty of bright daylight if I choose not to put the LEDs on, which I don't see me shutting them off, because they're really effective for germinations. And I'll get into more details on how long you keep them on and so forth, but just really wanted to show you guys and gals this new indoor greenhouse for the upcoming growing season. And again, just going to plug Jim's Coleus on eBay. I got a limited amount of Darth Vader Coleus seeds if you're interested. That's Jim's Coleus on eBay. Give you plenty of seeds, about 7 to 8 varieties of Coleus, individually packed, marked. You get plenty of seeds, more than my competitors. And also I donate a portion of my sales to different organizations each month through my Instagram and through the sales and my YouTube channel. So Jim's Coleus on eBay. Get some Coleus seeds, store them in a cool dark closet until spring, or go ahead, you can plant a few. That's what I did with this Darth Vader. I wanted to test the seeds out, and they are mature seeds, and I got a nice Darth Vader growing. So, but again, head over to Jim's Coleus on eBay, get some Coleus seeds, and check out my channel, and we'll have lots of fun starting in the spring. Okay, so I wanted to make sure I give this beautiful Wizard Rose some camera time. So that's a gorgeous plant. It's one of my favorites. So, all right. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to using this indoor greenhouse this year. I think it's going to do really, really well. So stay tuned here. Jim's Coleus. Again, stay tuned. I'm going to try to get that video out on my cuttings, rootings, cuttings. Everything looks really, really good. Things are going along well here. I got lots of bright light. We've had no rain here. That's the only negative. We haven't had any rain here in New Jersey. We're close to a drought, so which means of no cloud cover. So things have been very warm, bright. So all my Coleus, my indoor Coleus, my cuttings are doing really, really well because of that. So, but again, a nice bright location is your best. So stay tuned for that. I'll be shooting that video shortly. Thanks for watching Jim's Coleus. Take care, everybody.